Okay, so we're going to go back. We skipped this section back in Unit 3. We're going to go and pick it back up because we are going to run into some equations where we're going to have to solve for y. So, this is not one of students' favorite sections, but it can get a little hairy. Okay? So this is solving for a particular variable, a specific variable. In number 1, it's asking us to solve for x. Okay, it's an equation, so we have to isolate x on one side of the equation, right? There's my x in the equation. So I'm going to put my dotted line where the equal sign is because it helps me. I have to get this term by itself first. So I'm going to subtract 2 from each side of my equation. And I get u minus 2, because these are unlike terms, equals, my 2's add up to 0, and I'm going to bring my 3x down. Then I have to get rid of the coefficient 3. It's being multiplied to the x, so I'm going to divide by the coefficient 3. I'm going to divide the entire side by the coefficient 3. I don't care what the side is that I don't care what this looks like. Okay? I got to be careful not to, mix up the mathematical order. So I have u minus 2 divided by 3. I'm just worried that to get x by itself, because that's what it's telling me to do. Easy peasy, right? Okay. Because it gets a little bit more messy, not too bad. All right, number 3, they're asking us to solve for a. So here's my a in the numerator. My line. And I'm going to, let's see. The only way I can get to a numerator is to get rid of the denominator, right? Right. So I'm going to multiply. Not only am I going to get rid of that denominator by multiplying by 5, I'm going to get rid of that minus sign too. So I'm going to multiply by negative 5. So I have to multiply the other side by negative 5. So on the left-hand side, I get negative 5 times u. Now these I can put together because it's acting like a coefficient, right? It's a number multiplied to a variable. Negative 5's get canceled out here, and I'm left with 3a. Now I have to get rid of the coefficient 3, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So I get negative 5u divided by 3 equals my a.
I was watching this kid over the weekend for like an hour or whatever. Mr. President, we're just being ourselves. He was watching this show called Andy Mac or something. Andy. Oh, and it wasn't a bad show. I was like, oh, no. It was just like, I don't know, it was like not bad. I was very surprised. Like on the episode, like it showed why her mom left her as a baby and came back, and I was just like, I know, but like,
Gonna add 3 to both sides.
like that's not Disney. That's like old Disney. That's how I was just.
Do not combine these. These are unlike terms. Z plus 3 equals Careful, there's a negative sign attached to this term. So I get a negative 2x. These add up to 0. He's playing with that silicone thing. It's like his own little tiny breast. It's his own little tiny breast implant.
No.
Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2.
What is this?
So I get z plus 3 divided by 2 equals x. Yeah, it's not too bad.
It works.
Yes, I do. It's right here. I don't know. I'll check. I don't think so. Wait till I'm done. Okay, number 7. It says solve for x. Oh, this one's easy. Okay, divide both sides by negative 8. So I get g divided by negative 8 equals x.
It's your fault. Smells like metal.
Okay, I gotta add 2 to both sides. Do not combine these unlike terms. Z plus 2 equals, again, watch your negative sign. I get negative 2a. I'm going to divide by the coefficient, negative 2. Divide everything by the coefficient, negative 2. And I get z plus 2 divided by negative 2 equals a. I've already said too much inappropriate stuff.
I want my own freaking breastplate.
Wait, what?
Okay, solve for a. Okay, so I got to subtract. Let's see, I got to subtract b. Don't need the b. So I get g minus b equals, careful, I have a negative sign there again. Negative 12a plus 16. These add up to 0. Subtract 16 from both sides. Careful. Unlike terms. So I get g minus b minus 16 equals negative 12a. Divide by the coefficient, negative 12. Divide the whole thing by the coefficient, negative 12. So I get g minus b minus 16 divided by negative 12 equals my a. So they get kind of messy, but still not all that difficult. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more, number 12.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, it says solve for A.
Solve for A. So you're gonna divide. Okay. Can I turn off both lights?
No. It's the last one.
I know what. Does it say 25? It's like blurry. Or it goes 2B, right? All right.
The only way to get the numerator gone is to get your denominator out of there. So even though we're solving for A, let's multiply both sides by A over 1, because that's the only way I can unlock that numerator. Okay? So I get A times U equals, now my A's cancel, I get negative 2B.
Negative 2B.
Okay. Now I'm going to, instead of dividing by A, I'm going to divide by U.
Why would?
Because I want to get A by itself.
Okay, but now you have negative 2BU.
So I have A equals negative 2B divided by U. I got A by itself. So I'm done.